Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. This is a support group requested video, and the survivor said that she was reading some information on when the narcissist goes into panic mode and they can't find supply, and she just was trying to, understand that, or she wanted more information on that. So here's the video for that. All right, so I'm going to call this the desperate narcissist, because that's basically what's going on in this situation. But honestly, if you really want to sit back and just look at the overall essence of a narcissist, they're always desperate. They're always panicking. You see what I'm saying? And the reason being is because they know they're reliant on external sources left and right. Think about it. The way that the narcissist leads their life, everything is external for them. Everything. So if you're relying so much on your external environment, what do we know about that? It's constantly changing and shifting and moving moment by moment. So when you are relying on something that's constantly shifting and changing and moving moment to moment, there's no stability in it. And the way that they're relying on that external environment is mirroring in their behavior. There's no stability in them, as you can see. Because they're not taking claim. They're not taking ownership of it themselves. They're not filling up their own cups. They want other people to fill it up. So yeah, when they can't find adequate supply, or, when karma's kicking that ass, because that's what's happened when you're seeing that desperate when you're seeing the outward display, because they try to hide that, because we know most narcissists care about their image. But let's talk about this. What happens when a narcissist gets desperate? Well, they want to recycle an old supply. So if they feel like you still have even 1%, a fraction of 1% of hope that that maybe, your eyes and your ears deceived you. Maybe they weren't really who you thought. If they feel like that, they have the glimmer of hope, or they will try to see. They will try to take you off the bookshelf, because you might not even know it. They got all their supplies on the bookshelf, and they'll try to take it off. So yeah, they'll try to recycle an old supply at that point. This is when they will, they'll be desperate to get any type of interaction from anyone. You could be co-parenting with that narc, and you guys been done. Maybe the child is even 10 years old. Y'all broke up when you was pregnant, because you know how they disrespect you so hard when you're pregnant. It's hard to keep that relationship together, and you probably let it go at that point. And now you've been, I ain't even going to say co-parenting, parallel parenting with this narcissist. This is when, whoever is close to them or whoever is within their grasp, they will try to pick an argument. So yeah, if they're not trying to recycle an old supply, and this is a form of recycling, because they're trying to hoover you in, they're trying to pull you in for an interaction, even if it's a negative one. Because guess what? They're not in a good mood if they are outwardly just showing this desperation right now. They're not having a good day in Narcville. They're not having a good day in Narcville. They will try to argue with you. And that's when you have to have the emotional maturity. You can sit back and even laugh inside of your head. Oh, this narc is bored right now. Oh, this narc don't have nothing better to do right now. Oh, they need some entertainment right now. And AKA, all of this is supply for them. Okay, so if they're not trying to recycle old supplies, they're going to try to start an argument. Okay. You might see them have displays on social media, like constantly posting selfies. They need to feel something. They need to escape. So it's not uncommon. They do this anyway. They go on social media and they front. Let them tell you they down with cash money, and, they know this one and that one. They try to act like they're about that life, try to present themselves as more than they are. They have to have something to try to pick up their low self-esteem. They need something, some type of supply to stroke their ego. So they'll try to get sympathy off of social media, like from complete strangers, or they'll act like they're living it up and really behind the scenes they're falling apart, but they'll put this on social media. So they will use any platform, to try to get some attention, because this is what they're desperate for: acknowledgement and acceptance. They need to feel worthy. And even if it's through false pretenses, which it is through them, because they always got to wear that mask to get it. They got to pretend like there's something they're not. And then you may have heard me say this here and there: this narc is collapsed at that point. They get collapsed. They may be out of control. They may not be able to keep it together. This is the narcissist that, because they run off their emotions, but they try hard to control it around different people. And then they have their emotional punching bag who gets to see, where they not holding it in, where they're just, being them true selves for the most part. But they might even lose it in front of the people that they didn't want to lose it in front. They're just losing control. They're spiraling. And, sometimes they just can't hide it. You find out. God gives you that front row seat. You see them fall on their behind. You see that it's not working out for them. You see that other supply left them to and figured them out. But yeah, when they get desperate, they're going to try to recycle an old supply. They're going to keep looking for new ones. They love the dating sites on a prowl. They might, get desperate and try to start arguments, like I said, or they'll try to do anything to draw you back in. I'm going to kill myself. They'll say anything. They will say anything to get a response from you or to draw you back in. And that's another form, it's hoovering you, but recycling supply. They might try to love bomb you. It might not be negative. They're like, look, I got to make this person believe that I'm a changed person and I want them back. I need to start the cycle of abuse with somebody. So they might start love bombing. But usually narcissists have sources set up. They usually do. But in the event that they don't have any, yeah. This is exactly what they're going to be doing. They're going to be doing things like this. All right. So hopefully, this gives that survivor an idea of what's going on with the narcissist. And, how they're actually always desperate. But when you're seeing it with your own two eyes and they can't hold it together, and now you're just seeing what they feel on the inside. Now, they're bare, they're naked in front of you right now. And that's why we keep increasing our emotional maturity. You'll just be able to see through these displays. And you'll know right away, yeah, too bad I already know what you're doing. I already know what you're up to. 20 steps ahead of you. And that's how you want to be with these kind of people. All right. So if this video resonates with you, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't done so, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. There are lots of videos here to help you heal from narcissistic abuse, understand narcissistic abuse, relationships and psychology, emotional maturity, shadow work, etc., etc. So much you can take. Just take what you can to help you on your journey in life. Please feel free to like and comment under my videos. It's a great way to support the channel. It helps YouTube algorithm push the information out. I have a support group over on Facebook for survivors of narcissistic abuse. That information is below in the link. I do offer coaching, guys. Voice, Skype, FaceTime. I have mobile support, email coaching, all types of things. All right. You can check that out on www.BahiyyahConversations.com. That link is below. You could also find my books there, the No Narc Zone merchandise and just, bumper stickers, mouse pads, coffee mugs, t-shirts, caps. You can take a look. Alrighty, guys. The main thing is you don't be desperate for anything, okay? And you fill your own cup, and other people can just add to it. That way, when they remove themselves, you won't be like the narc, falling apart, or always having to have somebody else in line just in case, because they can't do it for themselves, or they're refusing to do it for themselves. They don't want to put themselves in a place to be able to do it for themselves, and that require them to do some work that they don't want to do. All right, guys. But as long as you see through their game and you can stay strong when they try to run this nonsense on you. All right. So keep doing the work, guys. Always check my description for things that are going on. Check out my Patreon, a great in between YouTube and my website. All right. You can get extra access to me, exclusive videos that will only be put on Patreon, and extended videos that will only be put on Patreon. All right. And lots of other services that will help you actually save money on some of the things that I offer on my coaching website. So I highly recommend you check out the Patreon as well. All right. All right, guys, keep doing the work. Until next time, take care.